Hello people, we're gonna review Diablo 1 today, so stay a while and listen, my friends. Back in 1996 came out the action RPG game that set the standards for the whole gaming industry. The game that was responsible for all of those great computer RPGs, action RPGs, regular RPGs, and the new era RPGs in the next 21 years after it. A game that gave us addiction, fun, and what's most important, an amazing immersion. This game is where it all began, at least for a 9-year-old young me. Man, I still remember seeing that menu in 1996 that scared the shit out of me. As I said, I was only 9. I still remember my first footsteps in the Tristram Cathedral. I still remember the butcher and how he freaked me out, chased me through a whole goddamn map, and of course cleared me to death. I still remember my first equipped weapon, my first skeleton kill, my first zombie kill. Holy shit, I even remember the shivers down my spine and addiction for Diablo like it was a drug. It's still here after all of those years. I completed Diablo 1 26 times in a row, and even more than 26 times after that, but 26 times in a row. Single player and multiplayer. Well, back in those days I played with a friend through a LAN phone internet connection. Now, those were good times. All of those games that are popular now, from World of Warcraft to 1 million Diablo clones, should all have Diablo 1 sign above their titles and praise this game because it earned them fortunes. Blizzard North and 3 responsible creators and directors of Diablo 1 were just students watching at the Spanish mountain from their apartment called El Diablo when idea was born for this game. An idea that set the ground for 1,000 of games, an idea that one day will probably be remembered as the moment where gaming industry was set to a next level. So let's begin with my personal favorite game of all times till the day I die. I have an utmost need to do a review for it and honor Blizzard North and their glory. Diablo 1, first section is the story. Alright. The story here is quite simple. We have a Tristram village. A village once full with life is now dying, bit by bit fading away. King of those lands, Leoric, is dead, and his son's gone missing, and his archmage Lazarus disappeared also. A brave warrior named Aidan is coming to cleanse the evil that succumbed Tristram. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, is waking up. His soulstone is summoning demons and monsters in the world of Sanctuary. Aidan is entering the Tristram Cathedral to find Leoric, his son, Lazarus, and stop Diablo from emerging into this world. It's a brutal 10 out of 10 for story here. It's like Dio's Holy Diver video. That video explains this story the best here. Listen to that song. Fuck it, it was made for Diablo and its story. Next section, game time. It takes 15 hours if you rush through this game, and 25 hours if you decide to take it nice and slow and inspect every corner of its world and what it has to offer. I spent at least 700 hours with multiple playthroughs with all classes, and plus we also have 2 new dungeons with Sierra Interactive their add-ons, let's call them like that, and the ultimate mod, the Hell mod is the name that came few years ago from individual modders. So a lot of content and a lot of game time. 10 out of 10 for game time with its diversity and ability to go with many different playthroughs. The next section is game difficulty. Very nice. With normal difficulty, nightmare and hell difficulties, and plus the hell mod, this game offers a great challenge that very few other games do. Everything is well balanced, polished. It's fucking great. Uh, 10 out of 10. This is how you do scaling in difficulty. Game bugs and glitches. This game is without bugs, without glitches. It works flawlessly well. I don't know, it's just that perfect 10 out of 10 for that too. Maps and graphics. We got 4 different maps in Diablo 1 Vanilla, with 4 dungeons for each of those. Makes like how much? 16 maps, plus the add-on of Sierra Interactive with 2 new maps with 4 different dungeons. We have 24 randomly generated maps for each playthrough. And for 1996, that amount of content is huge. 10 out of 10 without second thoughts again. Gameplay, the most important part of every game. You get in a cathedral and clear all of its floors. One by one, they get harder and harder. You get stronger and stronger. Hooked on a game more and more and more. It's just a great formula and it worked. Fuck, it still works. Action RPG first of its kind and best of its kind. Diablo 1. You click on enemies and they die. You have HP and mana to care about here, and the first time you'll see a level up system this complicated and detailed like in Diablo 1. This is where it all began actually. Attribute points, strength, dexterity, magic, portals for traversing, gaining XP, leveling up, filling the progress, loot gear, buy gear from Griswold, sell gear to Griswold, collect info and quests from young Deckard Cain the Elder and other NPCs in Tristram Village. You get white items, blue items, and unique items as the best ones. There are no sets here, not yet. Those come in Diablo 2. You can equip swords, axes, shields, bows, helms, belts, torso armor, 1 amulet, and 2 rings. And that's it. It's more than enough, believe me. It's perfect. As you make progress and gain better stuff, your champs will also look better and better, bulkier and stronger. Just amazing. For that time, absolutely amazing. This game sets standards, as I said like 10 times already, and it's 10 out of 10 for gameplay too. Itemization now as the next section. We have perfect balance here. This is how you do a great itemization. A lot of items, but never too many. Just enough. When something drops, it's usually great, and you feel good while wearing it. That unique armor of light, for instance, you feel good because you know it's unique. It's only gonna drop once in the game on a specific spot, if the map is generated that way. Sometimes the map won't generate that way, you'll gain something else, but you won't gain armor of light, for instance. So, for one more example of itemization, there is a quest with Griswold, a blacksmith, armor smith in town of Tristram, that's gonna give you a quest for a unique weapon. And when he builds that weapon, you know that weapon is good. You're gonna wear it, you're gonna be proud, and you're gonna smash monsters for the next 10 maps and 10 dungeons with that specific weapon. That's how you make items. They matter. You love them, you remember them. That's the most important thing in games for me. Especially in a loot game like Diablo is. You actually feel good non-stop during the whole game. This game hooks you and doesn't let you go. That's how it is. 10 out of 10 here again. Leveling. Great NPCs. Also here. When you make progress, they'll spawn in different areas of the map with 3 classes here in leveling to choose from in vanilla version. In Diablo 1 version we have warrior, rogue and sorcerer, strength, dexterity, magic. What else? And in Diablo Hellfire Sierra add-on for Diablo 1 we have monk, barbarian and bard. So those would be 6 classes, and we have even bigger diversity than in Diablo 3. It's actual irony here. That's how you make a good diversity. And fuck the new Blizzard with Diablo 3. Diablo 1 has more diversity than Diablo 3. That's how it is. I won't spoil anything else with leveling, and if you haven't played Diablo 1, just find out everything by yourself here. It's amazing, 10 out of 10. Don't wanna say anything else about it. NPCs, great NPCs, great personal stories. From Cain to Griswold, Ada the Witch, to Wirt the Legless. Plus all of those talking monsters and NPCs like mages, archmages in the dungeons. They all have soul, personality, they're all voice acted, voice covered, everything. And they all feel, again, unique. You will enjoy listening to them and reading those library books with great, absolutely great Aidan, your main character, and the main character of the story, Aidan, warrior, voice covers. He reads those books and interactions. Great epic voice with Aidan too. It's a 10 out of 10 again. And again, this game doesn't fail in any section. And the last one is probably the best. Music and sounds. Music and sounds. Oh my god. Do you hear that? Main Tristram theme from Matt Ullman on that beautiful acoustic guitar. It made me to actually buy a guitar in 1996 and learn the fucking song. Enough said there. But no, we have more. Great voice covers, sword hitting bones and flesh is better done than 90% of this new era games now. I don't know how they did it. I don't even know if they realize how great music and sounds are here. This is just art and poetry. Amazing music for every dungeon, for every boss fight, and for every moment of peace in Tristram Village. It sends shivers down your spine every bloody time you enter the game. Nostalgia all over the place. So guess the score, 10 out of 10 for fucking epic music and sounds here. It just can't get better than this. Conclusion and final score. With 10 different sections, we have 10 tens, an overall score of 10. And only game that I place in the same basket as Witcher 3. Diablo gave us so many different things to experience for the first time in gaming. I highly recommend this game to everyone. I highly recommend Sierra version of the game too. And I highly recommend the latest mod called Diablo 1 The Hell. And you also download HD mod for Diablo 1 The Hell, but play them in order. Diablo 1 first, Diablo Hellfire from Sierra, then Diablo 1 modded The Hell version with HD, plus it's free to download. This game deserved my time like no other game in this world. It's what made me play all of the games after it. Uh, I don't know what else to say about Diablo. Diablo left an eternal mark on me for the gaming, and that's a fact. It's what changed my point of view for the games. Whenever I compare games, I usually compare them to Diablo. I don't know why, but I usually do that. But with Diablo 1, not with other ones, with Diablo 1. I hope you enjoy my fair review of Diablo 1. I think it was very fair, and I'll see you on the next one.